analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Cunningham is the point with Thompson on the wing. Santi Aldama is out there with Gobert, and it's Johnson in at the 3. And for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Queta in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Entering the home stretch of the season, GA, how excited are you for the play-in tournament?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, Kevin. You can go from a 10th seed to making the playoffs. It makes this part of the year that much more entertaining.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Cloak loose. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. He talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send him double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David.
This guy has been a superb offensive rebounder. Gobert uses that size and positioning.
And Simons has got the ball here for Boston. 4-point game. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Tatum passes to Simons. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
Since Simons entered the league as a teenager, he's done a great job working on that strength.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Now, here's Johnson. And it's in there.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Aldama inside. Tatum on him. Aldama gets the bucket.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
2 minutes.
Brown outside. And the shot is long. The Pistons have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Thompson passes to Aldama. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The Celtics have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Cunningham, and the layup falls.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. 1:12 left here in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Now here's White. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And stolen by Thompson. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Can't finish off the lob. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 7. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
It's his first trip to the line. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Hits it from three-point range.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard number.
Line for 2 shots.
And so Tatum nails them both. 9 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, here's Cunningham. Stolen away. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Pistons lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of the spring. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court for the Pistons, Cunningham is the point with Thompson on the wing. Gobert is out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly compare to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. They're still together. And that one drops.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
Now, here's Simon. 5 points in the game. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And making our way toward the finish line, this is a great time to check out the new power rankings. You take a look at the Celtics. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And I think for the Pistons, where they are living the dream, continuing this improbable journey, proving throughout the year that they're the real deal.
Aldama inside. Tatum on him.
2 minutes remaining.
Thompson left side. The rebound by the Celtics. Tatum down low. He's covered by Thompson. And slam dunk by Tatum.
I love that Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass to Keita. Simon's on the wing. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Still Celtics ball.
Brown is checked in for the Celtics. White comes in for Anthony Simons.
Derek White.
Here's Brown. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. And White kicks to Brown. Offline with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Another shot, and it's finished off inside by Gobert. Gobert's got 8 points here in this quarter.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Tatum no good. The Pistons leading. Johnson finds Thompson. Shoots over White. Thompson misses. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Brown, no good. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And you see that one-motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Brown inside the line. Offensive rebound. Queta. And he converts the layup. Queta's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Johnson.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. White with it. Still scoreless. Here's Tatum. 2 on the clock. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Detroit Pistons. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. In the second quarter, they put in the work to create a score. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive, looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Derek White is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Queta in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Down low. Got a piece of it. And stolen by White. Here's Brown. Second chance shot. And Queta gets it to go.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to Simons. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Here's Thompson. And Aldama slams it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Celtics. Nice shot by Thompson.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And there is White, and that's good on the assist by Tatum.
From Jason Tatum.
Tatum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
And Simons, here we go. Great positioning on the putback. Boucher's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Simons has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And shooters shoot. And Simons sure has a feel with that quick trigger.
Cunningham for 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Aldama can't hit. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. A 2-point game. That one falls.
But this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Cunningham's shot is off. Here's White. And White slams it in. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
1 second left. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Boston on top. They lead by a bucket. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. The Celtics with the lead. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. Cunningham is the point with Thompson on the wing. Santi Aldama is out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Pritchard's gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. Cunningham for 3. Rebound, Boston.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Brown kicks to White. The pass to Boucher. The kick out to Brown. It's the 3-point bomb. Brown's got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. One thing I really like about Asar Thompson, he's a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul. The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. We played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. The kick out to Brown. Back to White. Passes it to Hauser. Now here's White. Just 5 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
Nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Count the basket.
Well, everyone's seeking those high-percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Celtics leading by 6. White the pass to Brown. He's off on that one. Cunningham with some nice D.
2 minutes.
Thompson against Brown. And Aldama slams it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
A shot by Pritchard, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Boston.
Great game for them offensively. I mean, coaches love seeing multiple shots per possession and then converting those second chance opportunities.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Listened in to what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks.
You know what's interesting to me about Cam Johnson? He comes into the league with a reputation strictly as a sweet shooter. The fact is he's proven to be much more than that.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Aldama. Cunningham outside to take the lead. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Pistons.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Boston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Pritchard. A 3-pointer, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
The shot comes out. White with the defensive effort. The Celtics on offense. They lead by 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're up by 1. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Stand up and make some noise.
There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Tatum. Takeda. Boston needs to get off a shot. 2 on the clock.
You have to love the tenacity, but also the awareness to make sure he came away with that ball.
And so it's Boston sneaking by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are
much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For